Hello everyone! Welcome to Badass ABCs for Adults by Happiness Homemade for You. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel and for liking us on Facebook. This is lesson number 1. Get ready to learn the letters of the alphabet. This is lesson W1. Uh-oh, some trouble with the marker. Capital W, lowercase w. W is for White Russian, WHITERUSSIAN. Here we go, alphabet identification for the letter W, which is way, yeah baby, we are almost done. Now I'm going to tell you about the letter W. The letter W is a grand mystery to me, a grand mystery for many reasons. One of which is, why is it called a W when it is obviously a double V? There are two V's in here. In the Spanish language, this letter is called a W, which is double V. I can give you the answer for that when we look at the handwriting worksheet as to why this is called a W, and in Spanish it's called a W, but both of them make sense. Both of them make sense. It could be a W or it could be a W. In English we call it a double U, but the W is going to have some pretty interesting rules around it in the phoneme boot camp. So I recommend checking out the W as a mystery to learn. Here we have W as in whale. Whale. Whale has a silent H in it. And WH is a team that's together quite a bit. Why? I don't know why, but Y is spelled with WH. Who is spelled with WH. What is spelled with WH. When, WH. Where, WH. All of our major question words in the American English language starts with WH. It is a mystery. It's so silent and it's such a quiet letter and so mysterious. We are going to be enjoying a White Russian during the lessons for W, which was, what was that movie where the White Russian was really, what was the name of that movie? Again, oh, because I keep on thinking about the letter W, and my brain is mush from doing all of these lessons. What is the name of that movie, y'all? You know what movie I'm talking about. I'm looking at a White Russian. I'll remember what it is. I can see all the characters in my head, and I can see him swishing his White Russian around. But anyway, if I find it, I'll put it on the Facebook page. It'll come to me as soon as I'm done with this lesson, I'm sure. All right, so the W did have 3 main lines, right? 1 and 2. Okay. Here we go. And this one, it's only up a short ways, and that's cool. That's an option. That's not just the font style. You might want to do it just partial way. Here's our lowercase w, which is all the way to that midline. All right, let's look at what this element is. Okay, this one had the midpoint 3/4 of the way up. Okay, still a W. It's still a W. Okay, this one's got the what do you want to call it? You know, peak inside the middle. The peak inside the middle is like less than halfway up. Okay, that's okay. Here again, it's 3/4 of the way up. Okay, but I still can see my 2 V's. You can still see my 2 V's with a midpoint in the middle. What else? Okay, look, our disco ball went all the way up. Actually, our disco ball went up a little bit even higher. Okay, there we go. See our main elements. Lines, 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 line, 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 line. Okay, this one just went straight across, equidistant on every point. Okay, how did our Art Deco do it? Oh, that's kind of cool. It looks like two V's. It looks like two V's over each other. Okay, that was kind of creative. And our Art Nouveau style went about halfway. Okay. And let's see how to sign it. Easy peasy. Just like the letter V, but you're going to add another finger. So it actually looks like the letter W, right? Easy peasy. Winning. Winning. All right, we'll see you at the worksheets here in just a moment. All right, here we are at the first practice for writing our W's. So we already talked about that, you know, our peak in the middle can be to your preference. It can be as high up as you want it, a third of the way, a half of the way, 3/4 of the way, or all the way to the top, except for on the lowercase. On the lowercase, make sure that that all three of those points are the same. On the capital letter, you can get a little bit more creative. Let's sing it out. We're almost here, babes. We're almost to the end. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. That's where we are. Okay, let's get her done. I think, do I do this in one motion? Whoop, 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 whoop. That doesn't feel right. It's kind of funny. I mean, I know how to write, but writing in this program is new to me. Yeah, I think that's how I do it. I think I just go boink, 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 like a ping, like a pinball machine, I think is how I do it. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks really sloppy on top of that, but okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and our lowercase w. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like a ping pong ball. I don't know. In that one motion, it's a little bit tricky to have them the correct distance from each other. We'll see what Danielian tells us to do, because yeah, I know that on a piece of paper, I write it, I pick up my pencil. I pick up my pencil so that I can hit my meeting mark like I would on a double V when I'm doing a capital in print. All right. I know, because you're still waiting to see what the mystery is of why it is called a W in the English language when it looks so much like a V. Okay, so yeah, that's how I make my W. I pick up my pencil. Well, we're practicing. We're getting the feel. Getting the feel of how to write this letter. As long as we are covering the elements that we need to cover. 2 points. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Get those main points and you're good to go. Let's see. Okay, right? Because this is how I would do it. On a piece of paper, I pick up my pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives me better control to make everything the same height. But I'll go back and forth and see. If I start at the top and go down, hit the top again, down, hit the top again. Start at the top and go down, hit the top, down, top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our psychedelic one that went 3/4 of the way up, which is fine. And back to the top. And our last one also went 3/4 of the way to the top. And fine. Meh. I think, yeah, write it out a few different ways until you find your most favorite comfort level. But in the meantime, we are going to hop over to the handwriting worksheet and discover why it is called a W in the English language. Let's zoom it in for you, and you can see for yourself why in the English language it's called a double U. One more step for me, and now we can talk amongst ourselves about it. Here is the capital W, which looks like W. It looks like a double V. But the lowercase is curved, y'all. The lowercase is curved. All right, now that is the answer to at least one great mystery of why the W is so unique. Okay, looks to me like Danelian says we're going to do it in one motion. I'm cool with that. Practicing it. Start at the top, hit the bottom. Ping, ping, ping. Bling, 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 just like a pinball machine. Our lowercase w gets us back into that lazy Sunday. Woohoo! And I don't have a lead-in, and I don't have anything going out here on print, but I'm thinking we're going to have that when we get to cursive. Let's see what happens. All right, let's finish it up with print. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is what bothers me about doing it in one motion, is that it gets wide. It gets really wide. You know, you just kind of, what? Oh, I'm all over the place. Whereas when I pick up my pencil, I can control, whoopsie, more, you know, how wide it is. So, you know, print an extra worksheet if you want, and you know, see which way you are comfortable writing the letter W. Okay, now let's do the lowercase. We start at the midline and do a U and a U. Double U. Okay, one more time. Capital W is straight. Lowercase w is curved. All right, practice that one out. Hope you enjoy that W. W is kind of cool. Just, I don't know, I think maybe because it gets combined with H, you know, a lot, and sometimes it's silent, and, you know, so it's an interesting letter to me. All right, let's see. I hope you enjoy the letter W as much as I do. And zoom it in. Let me, okay, while you guys check that out, I'm going to grab my markers and see what's going on with the cursive W. Did I do that right? Oh, my size. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so now that we're in cursive, you can see it is two letter U's together. And yep, we have the lead in and a tail. All right. So we've done this before, peoples. We did the letter U. We're going to do a double U. Double it up. We're going to start over there on the edge, so we hit the top, come down for our first U, and come back down, and another U, and give it that lead in right over there. And again, like why it's called. Okay, if I spell the word why, okay, and I come over here, if my next letter in the word is high, up high, like the letter H, that it's going to often be with, Y, okay, I can go from that W right into the next letter. But I believe that when you've got, oh, what is a, okay, water, okay, water, okay, water, the next letter in the alphabet would be, the next letter in the word, excuse me, is low. I would not connect the capital to it. I just wouldn't. It just wouldn't look right. All right, let me see. If I finish, okay, I'm going to finish the word water, cross my T, okay. it wouldn't look right if I did, I mean, I'd have to put a huge space in here to get that little wing to get all the way back down here and then swing up into an A, right? So just be aware of that, right? You see what I'm saying? Oh, oops, I went the wrong direction. You see what I'm saying though? If I start with W and then try to swing all the way down to A, it doesn't look right at all, at all. It's like a triple U, right? So just be aware of that. If you've got a letter that the next letter starts high, connect it in cursive, and if not, let that little wing hang out by itself and start your half-size letter, whatever letter starts over here. Hope that made sense. Okay, our lowercase u has a lead-in leash, tying it to the ground. Okay, and then we're going to do a U, letter U, and then do another U, and do our next lead-in right over there. All right, let's do two of them together. Starting right over here, we're going to curve in and do a U, and a U, and my lead-in. Lowercase u, give me a lead-in leash. 1, 2, and that little wing. Wing, you're right. That is a W. Okay, and one more time, y'all. Swing it up to the top, down to the bottom, up to the top, and a little wing. Okay, and for our lowercase, give it a lead-in leash. 1 letter U, 2 letter U, and that makes a W. There we go. All right, peoples, you are rocking and rolling. We are almost done with the alphabet, and golly, let's see, where are we going to next? If you are doing just the alphabet first, we are going to the letter X, W, X, Y, Z, and if not, we're going to the cuss word of the day. I wonder what I picked. I don't know, but I will be drinking a White Russian while we learn. All right, see you soon. Badass ABCs by Happiness Homemade for You. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.